There's no denying Mega Man is one of the pinnacle characters in all of gaming. He's in almost as many games as Mario, if not more. And now that the Blue Bomber is making his way over to the Smash Bros. Universe, and with a sort of reboot in the works, I figured now's a good time as any to talk about him. I wanted to discuss Mega Man's arsenal, as it is abundant in size, and today I'm going to pick apart what I feel are the 5 least appreciated Mega Man weapons. Number 5. Search Snake from Mega Man 3. Mega Man 3 didn't really cut it for me growing up. It was weird, it was hard, and it just didn't resonate with me the way that number 2 did. Though I'm certain most everyone feels the same as me about Mega Man 2. It's awesome! Mega Man 3 had some really different bosses, and although I commend them for trying new things, this is the game that introduced the Slide, Rush the Dog, and Proto Man. Sadly though, there is no excuse for this limp green sperm attack. There's just something about the snakes dropping onto the floor before slithering away that just leaves the player feeling wilted. Number 4. Gravity Hold from Mega Man 5. The cool Mega Man weapons usually involve some sort of kick-ass projectile that makes you feel powerful, like multi-directional saw blades, or bombs, or torpedoes, or the classic ice and fire shots. But gravity? I never really used this weapon as a kid because I liked blowing things up, which is a shame because Gravity Man's level is definitely one of my favorites in this series. I like when life gets turned upside down, as they say. Number 3. Leaf Shield, Skull Barrier, Plant Barrier, Junk Shield, Jewel Satellite, Water Shield. All the shield weapons. Hey guys, we're reaching our deadline soon and haven't figured out this boss's weapon. What should we do? Shield it. There are so many damn shield weapons in these games. I don't know if it's from lack of creativity, a running gag, or sheer laziness. I mean, I'm not one to judge. I haven't made over 100 different bosses, but I think little to no effort was put into the design of the shield weapons. They were more like experimentations as to different ways you could use encircling objects around you. Leaf Shield was the original. The rest of you are just copycats. For shame. Number 2. Mega Ball from Mega Man 8. A lot of people give Mega Man grief for dabbling in soccer too much. I enjoyed Mega Man Soccer immensely. Transitioning the Mega Man characters onto the pitch in a violent, over-the-top sports game worked very well. Transitioning the sport into the regular franchise? Not so much. The Mega Ball was lame, and nobody liked it. You couldn't aim with it, it didn't really hurt anybody, it was just a bad joke and a waste of Mega Man's credibility. Though I have to give Mega Man 8 credit for being absolutely beautiful. Sure, it isn't classic Mega Man like 9 and 10 were as they recreated that 8-bit pixelation awesomeness, but the animations were fluid and on par with the cool style of the X series. I liked it. Number 1. The Top Spin from Mega Man 3. Damn this weapon. This weapon is the silliest thing I've ever seen in a Mega Man game. Once again, reaching for something new, the Top Spin was a disaster. The first, and I think only, melee weapon in the original Mega Man franchise. I'm not counting games that involve Zero and his lightsaber here. The Top Spin was pathetic. I didn't even know it was an attack when I was a kid. I remember getting to Gamma's final form and being like, how do I beat this thing? After trying everything and draining all my weapons, I decided to use the only thing I had left. And it killed him in like one hit. Top Spin had a use. I was surprised. I guess it goes to show that even though some of the weapons Mega Man uses, although unorthodox, all serve some sort of greater purpose and really allow for the series to live as long as it has. I'm really excited to see what reception Mighty Number 9 is going to receive, because Inafune is behind it, so the design should be solid. But is Mega Man one of those bygone traditions of gaming's infancy? Although undeniably inspirational, at what point does a video game icon retire? I briefly joked about this in my first episode, but when do we move on? Some of the video game characters we've grown up with the last 30 years are really showing their age. Is Mario as timeless as we make him out to be? Will Sonic be remembered 20 years from now? Look at it this way. With the exception of reboots and crossovers, Freddy Krueger and the Nightmare on Elm Street films were only developed for around a decade. 2 decades for Jason with Friday the 13th. James Bond has been going on for 60 years, but is now even feeling somewhat dated in the 21st century. What'll happen in the future of gaming? I assume the characters will live on, but when will they go from new games to fond memories? That's a transition that I think games like Mighty No. 9 have begun, and soon Mario will be remembered in history books and not new release sales. Just you wait. Well, thanks again for watching. Please like my videos, subscribe to our channel, and tweet any feedback you have for me. I'd love to hear from you. And remember, next time somebody takes your picture, say Fuzzy Pickles.